Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was born on July 18, 1918, in the village of Mvezo, located in the Eastern Cape of South Africa. The son of Nkosi Mphakanyiswa Mandela, a chief of the Thembu tribe, and Nosekeni Fanny, Mandela grew up in a traditional environment steeped in the stories and values of Xhosa culture. From an early age, he was taught the importance of leadership and social responsibility, shaping his vision of justice and equality. Education and political involvement. After the death of his father, Mandela moved to Kunu and later to Umtata, where he completed his studies. He graduated in law from the University of South Africa in 1942, becoming one of the first black individuals to obtain a university degree in the country. During his student years, Mandela became involved in political activities. In 1944, he joined the African National Congress, ANC, an organization aimed at combating racial discrimination and fighting for the rights of Africans. Rising in the anti-apartheid struggle. In the 1950s, Mandela emerged as a prominent figure in the ANC, helping to organize the campaign of civil disobedience in 1952, which challenged apartheid laws through nonviolent actions. His strategy of peaceful resistance, inspired by leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, focused on civil disobedience and protests. However, the brutality of the apartheid regime made it clear that a more radical approach might be necessary. In 1960, the Sharpeville massacre, in which police killed 69 peaceful demonstrators, marked a turning point. Mandela realized that peaceful resistance was not yielding the desired results, and in 1961, he co-founded Umkhonto we Sizwe, Spear of the Nation, the military wing of the ANC. Under his leadership, the group began conducting sabotage against government facilities and symbols of apartheid, targeting strategic locations like power plants and military bases. Imprisonment and resistance. In 1962, Mandela was arrested, and in 1964, during the famous Rivonia trial, he was sentenced to life imprisonment. During his 27 years of incarceration, Mandela became a global symbol of resistance against oppression. He spent most of this time on Robben Island, where he faced inhumane conditions, but his determination and resilience never wavered. Even in captivity, Mandela managed to maintain contact with other ANC leaders and became a beacon of hope for South Africans fighting the regime. His fellow prisoners reported that, despite the adversities, Mandela often organized political and educational discussions, fostering an environment of learning and solidarity among inmates. The struggle for his release became a global movement, with millions of people worldwide clamoring for his freedom. Liberation and presidency. International pressure and growing internal dissatisfaction with apartheid led to Mandela's release on February 11, 1990. The scene of his liberation, where he was greeted by a jubilant crowd, marked the beginning of a new era for South Africa. Mandela immediately began working on rebuilding the country, emphasizing the need for reconciliation rather than retribution. In 1994, after the first multiracial elections, Mandela made history by becoming the first black president of South Africa. His government focused on promoting national unity, fighting poverty, and implementing policies for equality. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, chaired by Desmond Tutu, was established to address past crimes and promote national healing. Mandela believed that forgiveness and reconciliation were essential for building a peaceful future. Legacy and global impact. After leaving the presidency in 1999, Mandela continued to be an influential figure, dedicating himself to humanitarian causes. He founded the Nelson Mandela Foundation, which works in areas such as education, health, and human rights. In 2009, the UN declared July 18 as Nelson Mandela International Day, in honor of his commitment to the struggle for peace and justice. Mandela passed away on December 5, 2013, but his legacy continues to inspire people around the world. He is remembered not only as an exceptional leader, but also as a symbol of hope and perseverance. His lessons on dignity, respect, and empathy remain relevant, reminding us that the struggle for justice and equality is an ongoing journey. Conclusion. Nelson Mandela not only challenged an oppressive regime, he redefined what it means to be a leader and a champion of humanity. His indomitable spirit and vision of a better world continue to guide new generations in the pursuit of equality and justice. Mandela's story is a powerful testament to the fact that courage and determination can indeed change the world.